The systems view is gaining traction. Collaboration rather than competition is also something that is gaining traction. And I can also see, I've been to some events at the association, and I can see this willingness to share best practice, to work together. And I can also see in my role, people that join our center are keen to network, are keen to have knowledge exchange events, to talk to each other, to see what challenges are each facing and how to best together face and overcome them. There is also, I've seen something that has changed, I think, since the report, although it's as you say, less than a couple of years. There is the awareness that carbon is possibly not the only form of pollution that we need to focus on. Yeah, of course, carbon and making progress on carbon reduction is very important. But there is an awareness that there are other forms of pollution that are very, very important to tackle. And for example, the third IPCC report has a whole new section on water and how it is important to look at water quality and quantity. And I think water is a very good example of how a system works, because what happens on land affects water quality, water quantity, etc. And in turn, what affects water, then we see translated in what happens on the land. But to give you also an example of how everything is not just carbon, and maybe an exclusive focus on carbon could lead us to unintended consequences. When we talk about transport, we just focus on electric vehicles, okay? And some now realize that maybe this is going to lead to unintended consequences. And the price of electricity and gas now is telling us it might be too expensive. Secondly, has anyone thought about the tire particles that go in the air, in the water, and cause pollution? And thirdly, if we want outcome, the outcome is net zero and tackling climate change. So should we focus on changing cars, or should we focus on, let's try and rely less on cars and create a sustainable public transport system?